It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And for the Washington Wizards last season, there were rumors about issues with chemistry, their star players not always seeing eye to eye. Guys, can you win when that's the case?
Ernie, you can, but you need great talent. And their talent is good, but not great.
Have you ever been on a team, Shaq, where you didn't see eye to eye with any of your players?
No, because I just punch him in the eye.
So now it sees eyes to eye.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kenny.
You punch him in one eye, he can't see out of it.
What?
Okay. Well, a team like the Wizards, they need more than just the sum of the parts. They got to play better together, and they have to be on the same page. They don't have the talent that a Shaquille O'Neal has that can actually get through that type of controversy.
So you always got along great with everybody you played with.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.
I've heard that story.
I know you have.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Memphis head coach David Fizdale spent a long time as an assistant in Miami and coached the big three of LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh. He said they were incredible leaders and basketball geniuses, so I was very lucky to be a part of that. A lot of my success I owe to that team we had in Miami. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. Well, as the NBA season comes into full gear, you really start to see just how big the NBA season is. Chris, would you like to keep it at 82 games, or would you like to change it, maybe bring the schedule and the regular season number of games down a bit?
I like to keep it the same. I like to keep it the same because it is the same tradition that other players had to go through it. You know, the Magics, the Birds. You had to play 82 games. I don't think it's too much. And technology today is much better. You can come back. You can recuperate faster. You can come back from injury easier than players before this generation came. And so I say 82 games.
So Memphis will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with Evans, and it's McLemore in at the 3. On defense, the Grizzlies, they're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, it's sad when you're aggressive enough to draw the fouls, but just not enough touch to cash in at the line.
Now, here's Porter. He dishes it to Wall. Evans against Beal. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. And just about a minute into the first quarter. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Look, that wide frame of Gortat hits defenders hard. He's superb at clearing out space for his teammates.
Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Morris with a screen on Conley. Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And the IQ of Wall is impressive. And when you mix it with the speed, it's just a nightmare to handle in the screen and roll.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Conley. Last time, 14 points for him. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wall against Conley. All with it. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. Gortat. Green with the rebound. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Trailing by 2. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
And here is Beal. Marc Gasol getting his 3 to go. Pass to Gortat. Morris inside. Working on Green. Great D that time from Green. Out left to the wing. Here's McLemore. Oh!
Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Well, even when the D is right up on him, McLemore really uses his long arm so well. Defenders have a hard time blocking the shot when he's taking it to the cup.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn.
Okay, and 4 steals on the night. He relished being a major disruption on the defensive end.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Conley kicks to Gasol. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and the shot goes in.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's Porter. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job of it.
And here's Evans outside. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Beal. It's rebounded by Gasol. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Evans kicks to Green. On the wing, Evans. Covered by Wall. Beal against Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gasol passes to Conley. Off target from 3-point range. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Nets in Brooklyn.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
When Otto Porter came into the NBA, he really didn't have a shot to force opponents out on. Now, Chris, he's worked on it. He's transformed himself into one of the better shooting forwards out there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if teams didn't get the memo or what, but for a while they were still giving Porter those shots, and he was knocking them down. His field goal percentage from the floor and behind the arc have both taken huge leaps forward over the past few years.
Conley kicks to Evans. Gasol inside. Gortat covering. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact. And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Free throw drops for Gasol. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
Got that one up quick. Gasol's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Morris. They get it back. Back to Porter. And here's Wall. The feed now to Gortat. Pass to Beal. Dishes to Porter. With the putback. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Conley's shot is off.
Oh, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
They get the rebound. Gortat. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
Oh, that's just the long arms of Gortat easily stretching out to gobble up rebounds.
Kicks to McLemore. Pass to Evans. And that one, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at, not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster, and also we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs, and so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
So it's Washington now. The Grizzlies making the shot. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Chalmers dishes to Martin. Memphis moving that ball around. Parsons for 3. Washington with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Selden, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. A lot of history here with the Wizards and Washington. A lot of great players have worn the jersey, yourself included, Chris. Do you have a favorite Wizard or Bullet player you like to watch?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. Juwan Howard. I love watching him go to work in that great All-Star season that he had. Wes Unseld, he's had a huge influence on so many bigs. Elvin Hayes, I mean, his name is all over the franchise record book. So many players. John Wall now.
Wizards trail by 5, and the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's his first foul. So it's the Wizards now, off the pick.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
And Chalmers kicks to Selden. To the paint, here's Davis. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Frazier against Chalmers. There's the pick. Here's the teardrop. And Davis sends it back. And now the Grizzlies fast break.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Washington trailing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Scott. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 4 on the shot clock. Frazier with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Here's Mahimi. Tries to snap the cold streak. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. Mahimi's got his second basket of the night.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Now just a 3-point Grizzly lead. Memphis has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And Chalmers kicks to Parsons. Off target with his 3. Washington shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Chalmers against Frazier. Outside, Scott. Here's Mahimi. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Martin the pass to Davis. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Selden. He's guarded by Meeks. Basket good. Selden's got 5.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Here's Washington now. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the wing right side. Frazier against Chalmers. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Washington shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Frazier. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Zeldin. 8 points his last outing. He feeds it to Parsons. Offline with his three. A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Mike Scott out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Frazier in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. And LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much.
And great effort on the boards, and what a meme.
Yeah.
That was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy? If you're the defense, he's the first one you're looking to block out there.
Here's Parsons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Parsons got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Now, here's Meeks. Defense is right there. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Mahinmi. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Davis. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And finished off by Parsons.
Oh, fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Washington calls timeout.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through, and that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Wall against Conley. Wall dishes to Beal. Here's Gortat. No good, unable to end this run. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Inside, Gortat with the steal. Evans against Beal. Outside, Wall. Down low, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
That's just great awareness from the savvy point guard. Wall is excellent at sharing the wealth.
Conley against Wall. Conley kicks to Gasol. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gasol's got 12 in the game.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Use that pick to get in close.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well, sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
Green, the screen. Conley kicks to McLemore. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. He's got 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Feeds to Morris. They double him with Green. Morris kicks to Gortat. Banked in off the glass. Gortat's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, look, I just like how Gortat is using his size inside. He has a wonderful touch on these interior shots.
Lob pass to Conley. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Wizards.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Wizards trail by 8. And Wall kicks to Beal. The dish to Gortat. Back to Beal. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, I like watching Bill go to town inside. He has a great understanding for how to score close to the bucket.
Green kicks to Conley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on John Wall.
And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the triple jump. And you can just see that athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
Free throw good, Conley. And with Conley's athleticism and his handle, tough to keep him out of the lane.
And if you go under on that pick, he can hurt you from deep. This guy really the complete package, arguably the most underrated point guard in our league.
And Conley drops them both. And Chris, usually the guys who score a lot of points get all the attention. But if you had to pick some who don't get a lot of credit for the way they fill it up, who would some of those names be?
That's tough. I think anytime you have a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who's a big guy and one of the top leading 5 scorers in the league, I think he doesn't get enough credit for scoring. His teammate, Anthony Davis, probably because of his record and his team not winning as much, doesn't get enough credit. Kawhi Leonard, because he's quiet and unassuming, doesn't grab that credit. And then you got guys like Gordon Hayward, who's just coming onto the scene, Kemba Walker, who's exciting, and Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's a lot of guys that don't get enough credit. And if you want to go to the West Coast and go back to point guards, go to Damian Lillard, who felt he was snubbed as an all-star. But that's the great thing about this league. So many great players. You better play hard every night to get some credit, because if not, someone else is deserving to have their name up there just as well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they have been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
The shot's good from Gasol.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Wizards trail by 7. Wall passes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses for Wall.
What about the versatility of Wall? I mean, he's a nightly double-double. He continues to get better.
Beal with the steal. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Wall. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Gasol setting the pick for Conley to the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Funny, for so long, Brother Powell was thought to have the much better career, but Mark has made the gap between them all the more closer.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll. The era of a post-up centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
And here is Conley after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Conley against Wall. Here's Evans. Rebound by the Wizards. Gortat's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Porter. He kicks it to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Rejected by Gasol. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. The pass to Conley. Out left to the wing. Here's McLemore. And off the front iron, and in it goes. McLemore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's getting better looks at the basket in the second quarter after failing to get it going in the first.
Porter kicks to Beal. He dishes it to Gortat. Now Porter still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Green, a stupendous finish in traffic. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wall dishes to Beal. Gasol against Gortat. Back to Beal. 5 on the clock. Morris with a screen on Green. Here's Beal. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Then for the Grizzlies, Chandler Parsons comes in for Green, and Fresh subbed in for Mike Conley. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Evans outside. McLemore, the pass to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Porter with the steal. Pass to Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 10 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And Chalmers kicks to Gasol. And the rejection by Mahimi. Beal against Evans. Wall wide open. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Lob pass to Gasol. Kicks it out to Evans. Left side Parsons. Now here's McLemore outside. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Beal kicks to Wall. Back to Beal. Passes it to Morris. There's the feed to Mahimi. That ties the game. He has 6.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of these guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
And Chalmers kicks to Gasol. Chalmers dishes to McLemore. Parsons passes to Chalmers. That shot is off. Wall with some nice D.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Shot from 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on John Wall. A max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
First free throw is good. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? You know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help, and I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie, I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out in life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Chandler Parsons. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And the first one drops.
Well, one thing the Wizards have done a good job of is making use of the corner 3. It's the most efficient shot in the game. Wizards make sure they have that as an option on a lot of their sets.
And so Chalmers nails both of them. And if you look at the personnel of the Wizards, it makes sense that they get so much use out of the corner 3.
Well, not just because they have good shooting team from distance, but they have John Wall that breaks down the defense, attracts other defenders, which leaves wide open players for jump shots.
Frazier kicks to Mahinmi. He can't hit that time. And Memphis the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Now here's Parsons. 8 points for him. And Parsons slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
Scott against Martin. Scott dishes to Oubre. Frazier outside. 6 to shoot. Scott with a screen on Chalmers. Lets a floater go. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player, and they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was Marc Gasol setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh, yeah, especially how he established great position and showing some nice footwork and really read how the defense was playing.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards trail by 3, so on the floor for Memphis. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Tyreek Evans out there with Conley, and it's McLemore at the 3-side. Here's Gortat. Gasol with the defensive effort.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And it's Evans missing.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Well, look, Morris can fill it up quick. He's a dangerous scorer. He only needs a few shots to fall to find his groove.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Beal against Evans. Here's McLemore. Here's Gasol. The shot missing. Nice D from Porter.
Third straight miss to start the half. But it's still early. No need to panic.
Beal against Evans. Now, here is Morris. D right on him. Here's Gortat. Rejected by Gasol.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Evans kicks to McLemore. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, they look a step slow on offense out there. Can't seem to pull the lid off that basket so far in this first half.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Grizzlies have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
Well, the clear strength of this Wizard team is their backcourt. Wall and Bill, one of the best backcourts in the league. They are a driving force for this team.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Porter dishes to Wall. Gortat the pass to Wall. Over Conley.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Gortat uses his athleticism on these type of finishes. He gets it done even in the face of the defense.
Now here's Conley. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Now here's McLemore outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Wizards trail by 4. And Wall and Beal certainly the focus of this Wizards offense. They've said they feel they are the best backcourt in the NBA. Some others might have that claim in reality, though.
Well, they're supposed to feel that way, but I think the Splash Brothers might have something to say about that. But you like the confidence they have, though. And better than Wall and Beal not believing in themselves.
Well, there are a lot of incredible athletes in the NBA, but Chris, in terms of pure up and down speed, John Wall might be the best.
Oh, and it seems like Wall almost does that once a game, doesn't it? I mean, in the open floor, he can just run by most guards, and he's great at controlling his speed and changing direction.
I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Dishes it to Beal. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Evans. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Green kicks to McLemore. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. 5th best, Michael Conley.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now Gasol. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And the dunk by McLemore.
And the spectacular athleticism of McLemore, really coasting to the cup and finishing with some real style.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wall dishes to Beal. Kicks to Porter. Conley against Wall. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Back to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 6 points for Mike Conley. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Morris with a screen on Evans. Off the pick. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol. Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
Free throw good for Morris.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, they used to say Markieff Morris was once a locker room distraction, but he's found a home here. He seems more at peace with the situation. He's putting up solid numbers at the forward spot.
Now here's Conley. 6 points for him, and it's Evans missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Gortat. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gortat's got 9 points. We talked to Markieff Morris about those times in Phoenix. He and Coach Hornacek still talk as they went their separate ways. Seems it was just a bad situation for everyone.
Well, yeah, when you're on a sinking ship, everyone will lash out. I'm glad Morris has put that behind him and able just to concentrate on playing basketball.
Here is Gortat following the basket by Marc Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now, the potential this kid, Bill, has is incredible. He's already a dynamic scorer. He continues to get better every offseason. You watch Bradley Beal play, and it seems like he's been in the league for a long time. And then you see his age, and you're surprised on how young he still is. Younger than most of the top shooting guards in the league.
We throw good, Beal. And with Beal being so young still, you know, we saw the jump in his production last year, Chris, but he still is on the verge of entering his prime.
Yeah, you think about this. Guards usually hit their prime between 26 and 29 or so. Bill still has some time before he gets to the top of his game. You wonder just what he'll be capable of when that time comes.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. Pass to Evans. On the wing, Green. Evans kicks to Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Wizards making a switch here. Meeks is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Selden's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Here's Wall. Plays it up and banks it in. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
Oh, that's the concentration of Wall. Isn't it just remarkable? It's hard to shake when he's that close to the basket.
McLemore. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
For the Wizards, Scotty's checked in for Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Tim Frazier subbed in for John Wall. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Deontay Davis is checked in for Gasol. Jarrell Martin comes in for Green. And Fresh subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Meeks. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, Scott. He feeds it to Oubre. The 15-footer. Offensive rebound. No good. Shot missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that one's good. Selden, a great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Scott kicks to Meeks. Feeds to Oubre. Here's Gortat. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. And 11 points for Marcin Gortat.
Oh, and the jumper of Gortat is butter. I mean, I love watching him square up from the mid-range.
Here's McLemore. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Meeks passes to Frazier. Back to Meeks. The dish now to Oubre. And Gortat kicks to Oubre. Here's Frazier. Not enough on that one as it misses. Memphis trailing here. McLemore, the pass to Selden. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Memphis. The Wizards have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Frazier kicks to Oubre. The pass to Mahinmi. Great D that time from Davis.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Martin.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Washington trailing. Outside, Scott. He kicks it to Oubre. He dishes it to Meeks. Down low. There's the lob to Parsons.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On the wing, Scott. Pass to Mahinmi. And the layup is good. Mahinmi's got 8 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Chalmers against Frazier. Chalmers passes to Selden. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 5 assists tonight.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Scott can't get it to go, and the Grizzlies leading by 5. And Chalmers kicks to Parsons. And it's Parsons slamming it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Scott following the score by Memphis. Mahinmi's shot is good. 10 points for him.
Beautiful things happen when you attack. Put the defense on its heels.
Passes it to Selden. And Parsons kicks to Selden. Back to Parsons. The three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Now, here's Scott, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Frazier dishes to Mahinmi. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Mahinmi's got 6 here in this quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. 1:51 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Parsons kicks to Davis. Over to the left wing. Here's Selden. Washington with the rebound. Mahinmi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The feed to Oubre. Shoots a 3. Washington with the fresh shot clock. Scott can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And it's Davis missing. Frazier outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Frazier's got 5 now. The Grizzlies shooting it quite well in this 3rd quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Parsons right side. Oubre with the steal. Here's Frazier. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Memphis leading. 46 seconds left in the 3rd. And Chalmers kicks to Selden. Parsons on the wing. Wide open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 12.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Scott. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 3 assists now in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Selden. He's got 12. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Davis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Frazier and Beal are in the backcourt. Mahinmi is out there with Mike Scott. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 3-pointer, Martin. Rebound, Washington. They host the Clippers after this game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Frazier kicks to Oubre. Dishes it to Scott. 6 on the shot clock to tie it up. Sinks the triple. Oubre's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. The Grizzlies shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Martin with a screen on Frazier, and it's Conley penetrating. Parsons passes to Davis. Back to Parsons. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Washington making some changes. Morris is checked in for Mike Scott. Porter comes in for Oubre. And John Wall subbed in for Tim Frazier. Marcus All's checked in for Memphis. Green comes in for Jarrell Martin. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Porter with it. Now guarded by Parsons. And it's Beal in the corner. Kicks it to Mahinmi. Pass to Wall. Back to Mahinmi. Oh, Morris in position. Just 5 on the clock. Beal against Evans. The 10-footer. That one a little long. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Now here's Parsons. Conley with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking his game over in the second.
Gortat's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And Memphis also making a switch. McLemore is checked in.
One shot.
Wizards trail by 5. And Wall kicks to Beal. Jacks up a 3. And John Wall good for 3. Wall's got 20 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Conley dishes to Gasol. He feeds it to Evans. In the corner, it's McLemore. And finished off by McLemore.
Oh, you can't forget about the speed of McLemore. Uses it so well on his drives to the hoop.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And Wall kicks to Gortat. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And the layup is good.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Conley against Wall. Now here's McLemore outside. That shot off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Porter. Evans gets the rebound. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Basket good. 22 points for Marc Gasol.
Attacking the rim in heavy traffic. You love his focus right there.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall. Over Conley. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Morris with the rebound. Wizards trail by 4. And it's Beal in the corner. And again, Washington no good. And here is Conley. And it's Evans in the corner. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Way to attack the rim with that ferocity. I love the intensity the Wall plays with. When he's penetrating, he's looking to dunk it every time.
Now here is Conley. Evans inside. He's covered by Beal. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Evans.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley against Wall. There's the pick. Outside Beal. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Evans dishes to McLemore. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 19 points for Ben McLemore.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Evans against Beal. And again, Tyreke Evans. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Morris kicks to Gortat. To end the run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. They get Marc Gasol.
A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris with Gortat, as you mentioned, he's right up there in age, but he's still doing what he's done his whole career.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with just how efficient Gortat has been as a scorer his whole career. He knows exactly what he can do and can't do in the paint when he's facing up. He has a career field goal percentage that's around 55. I mean, that's very strong numbers for him.
Both free throws good from Gortat.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft jump.
Now here's Evans. Here's Gasol. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter. Here is Wall. Here's Gortat. Makes it off the glass. Gortat's got 12 points in just the second half.
Oh, Gortat is a committed scorer. I mean, it doesn't matter what you throw at him, he gets the job done.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Back to Conley. It's Evans on the wing. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now here's Wall. Washington calls timeout. And you look at the level of talent in the NBA now, some great players. But we've heard others say the league is watered down. How do you view that statement?
Well, I don't think you can compare eras. I think it's great to argue and have fun with them and debate them, but, you know, very sincerely, unless someone can play against each other, it's just a wasted argument. There's different eras, there's different rules. Think about how many threes Larry Bird shot per game. 1.5, 2. What if he could let it fly 10 times a game? We'd be talking about a different player there. So I think times, eras, the physical play of the 80s, of the 90s, I just know that players will handle it differently. Hand checking, the way that we call flagrant 1 fouls. It's a different league, and so I just choose to celebrate the players that we have now. They're the evolution in my mind. They're kind of the culmination of all the players that have come before them, so I just enjoy the game the way it is now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Evans. Following the basket by John Wall. Left side Gasol. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Yeah, the step back. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Beal.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Beal, especially from the mid-range when he is lights out.
Beal against Evans. Gasol dishes to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Wall against Conley. Stolen by Conley. In the corner, it's McLemore. Back to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on John Wall.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Conley. And Conley drops them both. Wizards trail by 11. Gortat with a screen on Evans. Off the pick. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Conley kicks to Evans. Baseline J on the way, but he gets it back. Out to Conley, shoots over Beal, and it's Conley that time on the assist by Evans. Evans has got assist number 8 here in this one already. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Wall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And that one falls for Wall. And so John Wall nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Conley, the pass to McLemore. Conley against Wall. Tries it from 19. And the shot falls short this time.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Here's Porter. Here's Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, look, the length of Gortat is just a problem for the defense. When he gets good position on them, they're going to have to resort to hacking him.
He's off on the first. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Beal against Evans. There's a good screen. On the wing, Green feeds it to McLemore. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, and McLemore's a total genius when it comes to tricking the D. So good at how he goes up into the contact on his shot.
And he makes the first. And McLemore drops them both. And Washington has possession. It's a 13-point game. Guys, they're...
Oh, see that? We all know Wall loves putting on a show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Conley left side. Back to Evans. It's tipped. 4 on the clock. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Porter. Comes up empty down low. It's Beal on the wing. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from 3-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Conley dishes to Evans. Back to Conley. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Conley's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Memphis.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Marc Gasol.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, I love seeing Gortat use his athleticism. Look, he's tremendous at slicing to the basket and forcing the issue.
First free throw is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Parsons. Out to the right wing. Selden kicks to Davis. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Meeks passes to Wall. Here's Frazier. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
I like how Wall concentrates on distributing the rock. He's doing his best to get his guys involved.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chandler, you guys really passed the ball well tonight, and that seemed to feed energy at both ends.
Yeah, just playing selfish. And as you can see, we're having so much fun when we play that way. When everyone's getting involved, everybody's touching it. It's just a much better team offense when we play like that, and it's successful for us.
It was successful tonight, Chandler. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.